Well, here's a question I got from a member. They wanted like $2,000 grant in Pennsylvania. And I just want to show you the options you have for something like that. And that's why what I think the worst option is Google. Now, if you go to Google and just put in like 2,000 grants in Pennsylvania, well, what you get are 44 million websites. All right, 44 million websites. Now, that's incredible. If you're insistent on using Google at all at this point, what you want to do is make sure you only contact those websites that are .org, O-R-G, or .gov, G-O-V, because anybody else in Google wants money from you. What you want to do, unless you have a lot of money, you don't want to go to websites that are .com, because those websites that are .com have to get money from you so they could pay Google, who finds you and gives them you. And then you give them money to pay Google. But not .org or .gov, because they don't pay for being in Google. But see, 44 million grants in Pennsylvania. And all those people, there's maybe a couple dozen that are really of value. And actually, some of them look pretty good on top, because they're all .gov. A lot of them are .govs. But just stay away from .com because it's going to cost you money. And you'll get tricked into it because these people are slick-talking people. And that's why it's better not to use them. What I would do is go here. You go to chat.openai.com. And you go there. Now, this is free. This will give you a better start and not be, no scammers are in here like in Google. No people are going to rip you off like in Google. All this stuff, if you ask the questions correctly, will be only people that give you money, okay? That's all you want to find, people that give you money. Because there's nonprofit organizations and government offices that are set up, they have the grant money, and they're just there to give you the money. Now here, I went in and put this question into for them to search the world, I guess is what they searched. Can you list 30 government or nonprofit organizations in Pennsylvania that provide grants to individuals to help pay their living expenses? Include the website. See, little things like that. You say include the websites, you say Pennsylvania where you live, and you get something a little more narrow. Okay, now some of these are very interesting. Focus. Here's Harry and Jeanette Weinberg Foundation. Okay, they focus on helping older adults, education, jobs, healthcare, and housing. So that's a nonprofit in Pennsylvania that gives grants to people with those kind of problems, okay? Here's another one, Department of Community and Economic Development in Pennsylvania. They have various programs, including helping with housing, community development, and homeless prevention. The Pittsburgh Foundation Emergency Action Grants. These include various programs for nonprofits, artists, and agencies. How do you like that? And it goes on and on. Oh, the Gopher Grants. Grants for nonprofit organizations. So if you're a nonprofit organization, you want to. Continuum of Care Grant to promote community-wide commitment to endless homelessness. Okay, so that's there. Here's ones for the artists. Here's a grant for environmental and community infrastructure projects. Okay, and then after it showed me that, I said, hey, send me 10 more. And they send me 10 more. So that's another thing you could do. The other thing is, go to this link that I have in the description. It shows you the offices in the government that are set up to be your researchers. In other words, these are offices to be your researchers to help you find government and nonprofit organizations to find it. Now, we do that too, but we charge $20. So you may want to do the free ones first. And I give you this list in there. And if you're a member, you don't need this list. I mean, that's nice to have, sure, have it. But we have one for members that's called Lesko Meta Grant Report. And then we have another one that gives you 500 mini grants for every state. So you can go to that link, and that's for members only, I'm sorry, and you get 500 grants for your state, okay? And that's probably the best thing we have. But here are the people in the government that are paid, and nonprofits, to help you find all these grants to solve your problems. See, that's what's neat. Whether it's home repair, whether it's getting out of debt, whether it's starting a business or getting health care problems, or if you're a senior or vet. See, there's organizations that will do all this research for free. Don't pay me $20 if you can get that for free. Well, I'm here to help you. I got about 10, 15 more years, so I just want to spend all my time helping people. So let me help you too. And actually, the members help each other too. They're doing a better job than I am because they can relate better to what your problem is. Me, I've been doing this for 48 years. It's hard to think of what you look at, and what your situation is. And that's why they've been very helpful with this. So thank you for giving us a try, if you do.